All right, so here we're going to graph the cosecant, which is 1 over the sine. So first we're going to graph the sine. So quickly, the period is 360 over 4,
45, right?
which is 45 degrees. No, 90 degrees.
90. My bad.
All right, now the amplitude of the sine is going to be 1/2. Right? The amplitude of the sine is going to be 1/2. So it's going to be a very flat. Right. So for the cosecant, it would have been the amplitude of the, for the secant, it would have been the amplitude of the cosine, which is 2. Right? So, and like we saw here, the amplitude of the cosine was 2. Okay. So let's go back here. So this one is going to be a shorter wave. Okay. Or a smaller one. So when the period is 90, my first and last terms are going to be 0 and 90, meaning the halfway point is 45, and then I have 22.5 and 67.5.
Should we change the graph?
That'll be very tiny. Yeah, we'll change it. Okay. So when x equals 0, it's half sine 4 times 0. Sine of 0 is 0, so this is 0. So this is half sine 4 times 22.5, which is sine of 90. Half of sine of 90 is half. Here we have half sine 4 times 45 is 180. So half sine 180. What's sine of 180? 0. Half sine 4 times 67.5. It's half sine 270. And it is negative a half. And here we have half sine 4 times 90, which is 360, so it's 0. All right, so if we wanted to modify the calibration here, we can make this one 45 and this one 90, and that's good enough. Okay, so we'll just end there.
You could just change the whole thing, like make the 4 into a half. And then you've got bigger.
That's fine. That's okay.
Can we use the calculator and multiply them?
Yes. Okay. So we have at 0, we're at 0. I'll do it in blue, and then we can do the cosecant in red. Then we're at a half, which is here. Then we're at 0, negative half, and back to 0. Now, let me just go ahead and duplicate this and go one more period since we have the room for it. So here, and 0, and negative half, and back to 2. So it's going to look like this. Okay? Now, where do the asymptotes go? Where do the asymptotes go? At x equals what? 45 first. We've got one at the 0 as well. All right, so wherever the sign hits 0, another one is here, another one is here, and finally there's another one here. The cosecant is going to look like this. Okay? Then you're going to do your best to make them even like this. And that's how we graph secant and cosecant.
Thank you. Can you say those numbers? I can't see it. They're kind of blue.
Yeah. So it's 45, 90. And if we continue, it should be 135. and 27 and 180.
Should I do 180 first?
Yeah.
So should we do